It's your host Joel and
Ronald.
today in this episode of Life 101 we have a very profound guest in the house. So his actual names are Abdoulaye Kouma, and he's a very profound young businessman who was able to make it in this life. So he has several significant and outstanding positions in this society. So actually he's a co-founder of Afro-Asians Connection, Students Connection, CEO of EK Recruiter Services. He's a CEO of many other significant amount of businesses. So instead of Soar, so I don't want to steal his spotlight. I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell us exactly a very profound piece of him. So please go.
Thank you, ma'am. Right? And thank you, my brother, for that side, for inviting me today to your show. So I just, I'm grateful to be here.
We're
First of
grateful
all,
to have you.
yeah. So thank you so much for having me today at your stage. My name is Mr. Abdoulaye Kouma. I'm from Mali. I'm a student as well at Galkocha University. As my sister said, I'm a CEO of Rapido Service EK in India. I'm a sales management and also vice president of Kumala Enterprise, which is based in Mali. And also I'm a co-founder of Afro Asian Student Connection in India. So I have several business partnership as well in India, also in Mali, in Zimbabwe, as well in Tanzania also. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a list of.
I know, right? Hey, if you're looking for a sign, here is one. You're young and strong educated. So he's from Mali, as he once said, Africa. He's what is it? Central Africa?
No,
West
Mali is
Africa?
a West Africa
West
actually.
Africa.
Yeah,
Western African
yeah.
country.
Sorry, I skipped my geography class. So Mali is in West Africa. Before we begin anything, tell us a pride of Mali. What are the three
What's so
outstanding-
special? Yeah,
Yes,
like what's
I know unique facts about Mali.
something that maybe.
Well, like if we talk about Mali, Mali is the vast country and is the biggest land of. If you come with the term of space, Mali is a big country, but we have a few population there. But if you look at the history of Africa, not only West Africa, you will find out Mali is the one of the eldest country in Africa. Right? We got a five big empire which has been in Mali. One of them or two of them, you guys, all of you may know that. If you talk about Mansa Musa,
Oh,
Mansa
Okay.
Musa,
the one in history.
exactly. So you may
Yeah,
know
he's from
him.
Mali, actually.
Exactly, he's from Mali
Yeah,
actually.
I forgot.
And his father, Sunjata Keita,
Wasn't he like the wealthiest?
Yeah, the world
Yeah,
it says,
like,
man.
he changed the economy, African economy.
Exactly, he's actually
Like
the
he
one.
was giving out gold.
Yeah, the
and-
gold.
Yeah.
Exactly,
So
he's
like
the one.
the economy just because like for there to be an economy, there has to be
You know,
people with money. So now he changed that because even the poor had money.
exactly. To see the first
yeah.
time the powder of the gold, it's happening to him only. He's the one who did it first time, ever in the history.
I never thought of ever applying my history like
So-
in my real life.
You have to come, to experience that in Mali. And then the second person, maybe that's gonna escape in your mind. But if you go back to see US, the continent of America, we will see the Christopher Columbus is the one who has been viewed, right?
Yeah.
But if you go back to see the real history, it was not Christopher Columbus first. It was Abubakar too, which came from one of the empire of Mali, right? So Mali is a big country if we come in terms of the history, and we have a hospitality which you can never believe, because for us the hospitality is something which has been, aid in our blood, So if you come anytime in Mali, you will witness by yourself. So if it come for the opportunity side, well, we have so many resources natural from Mali. So anybody wanted to invest, they are welcome and they will feel home
I heard
as well.
that actually most of the profound, most booming businesses in Mali It's the gas and oil business.
Yeah, actually, we are trying to make all these, explore because before it was there, but was not large withdrawing because of those white people.
Yeah.
They try to take over for all Africa, but now the current president is actually one of the greatest president that Mali ever have it. So he actually chased all of the white people. He was his friends. So now the thing is Africa for Africans. That is
I
actually,
know, right?
Yeah.
you
It
know,
has been a wild ride about that.
yeah.
So, as a businessman and slash student,
Okay.
you've had a couple of businesses as CEO in a multiple of the EK services, yeah,
Yeah.
and the career business, and you shoot films too, apparently, and
Yeah.
he's the CEO of African Asian Connection.
Hmm.
So, which among all your businesses was very difficult to invest in, and why?
Actually, well, I think if we talk about my experience about when I'm gonna invest into the business, which was a very hardest one, I think that's gonna be the Rapido service EK. Because while you are a student, you wanna build something. People around you, they won't believe you.
Yeah.
They will feel like, this guy is just a waste of the time. He's trying to do something shit. And I just want to go back to tell you guys a little bit about the Rapido service EK, how it started. Most of you guys may know me, but they don't know how exactly it started. During the COVID-19, in India, there was a lot of people here. Those was inside the houses. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to find the food. And it could be very difficult for us Africans to get meat, chicken, and also fish. So one day I just wake up and I found a couple of messages in my phone. I see people was asking me for the help, right? So when they was asking for the help, I know some people because I can speak Hindi as well. So I call my friends. I ask them I need meat and also chicken and also fish. So I went out. I bought all these things. I was stopped by the police, but I tried to negotiate with them. So from them, I actually got everything and then go give it to, people. But they help only. I was helping them, right? Next day, they gave my number to other people. They also called me. They wanted to get help also.
Yeah.
So after that, I said, okay, people are getting a good number right now. What I can do is I don't charge them, but I will just ask them to pay for my fuel, right? Because I have a bike, I have to take a meat, and chickens to go give it to people. But nobody is paying me. I'm just removed from my pocket, right? As a charity. So I start when I go to buy chicken, maybe 200. That time it was very expensive, 200 per kg. I will just add 10 rupees or 20 rupees and give it to people, right? Like this, a lot of people came to me. And Rapido is actually Portuguese, and also we use in French, and we use in Spanish also. Rapido means like a faster,
Yeah.
So you call me only, you will see me at your door. That is actually the meaning of the Rapido. So services as well, the services. So actually, I just name that name to myself with my only bike. So I start, giving out the help to people. People came to know, and daily I could sell 100 kg of chicken, 50 kg of meat. You cannot believe. So like that, I have to find some other people
To help you.
exactly to help you out. I bought a car, I bought second car, I bought bike again, give it to people.
Wow.
So things started like that. At the beginning, I was found my friends. They came to me, why are you doing this sort of business? Because parents back at home, alhamdulillah, they are fine. They were telling me, why are you coming to do this kind of business in India? I asked them, guys, I'm not doing only business because of the business, but I'm helping
And
others.
like,
Exactly. So that is actually the way Rapido itself created.
I always tell people out there, yeah, no matter how old you are, the time is now. You never
Yeah.
know what actually sparkles you. All of us have passion, But it's a very dangerous world we live in to only depend on patience.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So if opportunity presents itself, yo, we are taking.
You
it.
have to. You have to.
take
And
it.
today, by the God, help, we have a more than 10 branches in the Rapido right now, which is, we have a garage here. We have a Rapido driving school. We have the furniture. This man is the one who is giving the furniture stuff. We have a sending students in India as well. The travel agency we have inside. We have a couple of staff now, but
Now it's
all
full other business
exactly,
company. We
exactly.
started with delivering kgs of chicken.
You
guys.
got it. So
Actually,
that is it.
Fish.
I know,
I'm
right?
sorry.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
fish
Yeah.
to a company. Grab that opportunity and your time is now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. With that time, you use
You
time.
use it.
That is
So I'm going to
Sure.
ask you a tricky question.
okay.
You're a businessman who, when one or the other, have proved to be very successful.
Okay.
So I would like you to share with us one business hack,
Actually,
marketing hack.
if you came to the marketing hack like a January, how we do before for the marketing, that was mounts to the year.
Okay.
You may know me, he may know you as well. I translate something to you and you translate to him. That was the system of before. But today, what is the easier way? Is the social media, right? So the social media is the one of the this day who is the developed way to marketing yourself and your business as well. So always you have to focus on your media, and also never ever underestimate the customer power, right? Any customer has bought something from you, you have to be in touch with that person, save the number every time, check on the person, sell the services after sale, so you have to check that person. So out like that, the person will remind you, okay, this guy is not just a business person, but he has something common with me. So that is actually a way to get success of the marketing also if you come to the business.
Okay, so guys, it's supposed to be, what do they call it? I'm looking for the word. Kind, generous, and you try to build a social
You got
relationship
it.
out of
Exactly.
Interaction.
Exactly.
Yes. Come on, I was looking for the word
Interaction.
interaction.
Yeah.
Manage your social interaction. That's one of the foremost business hack.
Yeah.
And don't estimate the power of social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will actually get him back in this studio some other time to explain the whole concept of marketing through social media on a whole different episode. Stay tuned.
Please.
So I know, right? I think we need this lesson.
No problem. Yeah, this is good for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, as a young man who is doing businesses, a lot of them and a student, how does a good retirement plan look like to you?
Well, for the retirement plans, I think as a student and business person in this India, we have to think about home because the retirement is not for us here in India. India is somewhere where we came to get the knowledge, get something, and go back home. So anything you want to invest back home. Find somebody who is a good, stable person, is a trustable. Give them the money, build something back at home. Anytime you get back there, you will get a good amount of money, which can save your retirement. But here also is not bad to invest in the foreign country because sometimes we have a different system. If you look at back at home right now, we are not that much developed, but in India they have a different, like let's say online trade. They have a different trade way here. Myself, I do not much invest into the trade because I've seen it as is not my job actually. Because why? Anything that you cannot touch, you cannot carry it, put it somewhere. I don't feel like I'm doing the job for that. So my feeling will not accept me to invest on that.
Tangible.
Exactly.
That's
So
why
you want,
it's
you know,
too much risk.
exactly. So like you can invest small money, on it because this life,
You'll never know. Yeah.
yeah, this life is like a risk. Nobody knows, you know. So you can invest a little bit money here as well. You are staying in India. So anytime, maybe 1 years or 2 years, something come out, you get a chance also, bro. And you have another investment back at
Back
home.
at home. Yeah.
So you know, and there is some sector that's our youth has to focus on it if it's come to Africa, you know, because we have forget some few thing in Africa, which is the agriculture sector, which is the education.
Yeah.
Education in agriculture is a very important key in development of any country. We came here, we're gonna learn something and go back home, invest into the agriculture, make people feed, make people eat what they themselves they made in the country. That will grow the economic and you will get more money out of it. And also when it comes for the education, education is something which gonna make you faster than any investment. Like you're gonna be rich, but you have to know also how focused you're gonna be with the you know, the system and then the administration, you know, all the system you're gonna put it in place. You have to make sure that it will be a good system. Also the good teacher will be there, you know. You're gonna be friend with the student as well, you know. It's not small amount to invest, but if we like let's say we came here, we are from Tanzania, we are 10 people, right? Out of 10 people, you guys, all of you, you finish your study together, you are going back home. You're gonna go for what? Look for the job, right? But here, our parents are sending us money. Sometimes we're gonna get money, bought everything, like we wanna buy everything that we wanted monthly, but the rest of the money will be there. Some people will not know how to use it. They will take it, go to the restaurant, go to the mall, you know, do the enjoyment. Those small amounts, just to keep it as a 10 people, like say every month you guys are keeping 1,000, 1,000, right? 10 people is how many? How much? 10,000 monthly times the year you guys staying here. Let's say some student will stay until 5 years. 5 years, every month, 10,000. How much is gonna be? It's a huge
I
amount.
took my math.
Exactly.
It's a lot of money.
You know, so it's
I
gonna
didn't
be
calculate
it's,
for that.
the year is gonna be 1,20,000.
1 lakh, yeah.
1,20,000 times 5.
Hi.
Actually, is how much? 6 lakh. 6 lakh you guys can invest 6 lakh into anything in Africa,
Crazy.
and you're gonna get succeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You're gonna get succeed in Africa. So if you guys did that on the arrival, the time you will finish your study here, you have a 6 lakh already back at home, which is waiting for you guys, and you're gonna start business or you're gonna start job there. So when you start that, also you're gonna invest some other money. It's gonna be like what? A team, because nobody nowadays can get rich
Succeed
alone.
alone.
It's
Yeah.
not possible. Everybody has to forget it that side, you know. Before it was a you alone, slowly by slowly, but these days the system has changed. You have to be with team and then to get succeed, you know. That is actually what I can tell you know, my youth. So anything you feel in India, you have a small amount, don't, you know, underestimate it. Keep it aside, find some few people, you guys do some gathering of money. Once you will be home, it will be a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that is
I
it.
think, okay, we were long due for this economy class.
Yeah, so,
We were long due for this economy class, and it actually answered my next question. So I'm gonna skip that part and answer one important question before we go to the Pitmas arena.
Okay.
So I want you to tell people watching this, of which most of them being in India and students, yeah,
Okay.
not only from India, all over the world.
Cool. Okay.
So how do you manage being a student and having a part-time job? And
Okay.
how exactly can you get one in India? Like
All right.
I am a student, how do I get a part-time job? You know, and earn that extra cash.
Mhm.
So it seems like next to impossible, but yo, he's doing it. I'm sure he can give us some pro tips on how to be a student. He has 2 bachelor degrees. Of what? I'll be sure to leave his contact so that you can ask him. But he has two
Yeah,
bachelor
that's true.
degrees. I want us to tell us I want him to tell us how does he manage to be a student and do part-time jobs, and how did you get them in the first place?
All right. Well, if it's come to that point, one advice is there that everybody should know. Any place in the world, wherever you go, you have to learn two things. One is the culture, the other one is the language. Right? When you know the culture of the somebody, you become that person is family automatically. You don't need to, you know,
Struggle so much.
exactly. You know the language that will become friends, family, brotherhood, all. So if you know these two things, it's gonna be very easier for you to get job in any place in the world. Even they say there is no part-time job for the student. But in India, if you look at, you go through the Google or in the Constitution of India, 26 hours is allowed for any student monthly to do the job. Right?
26 hours.
Exactly. 26 hours is there for us. But most of the students, they don't know that. You have to go through it, you will see it. So on that case, what you have to do, first year when you come to any place, start learning the culture, learning the language. When you get language, you will have a vacation during the study. That vacation, find the person who you used to be close. That person can hire you into any enterprise, any company. You're gonna do well. You are doing your business, your study. You're gonna do the part-time job. That is the part-time job side. And secondly, if you wanna do the business, while you are studying, you don't need to struggle yourself. India is a country which has a big opportunity. Every day when you wake up, you're gonna meet something which you never met before, because they are the most populate population in the world today, right? So you're gonna do what? You are studying. You are from Africa or you are from Asia, right? In your country, you don't manufacture, let's say, this juice, right? You don't do that. But people from your country, they buy from this outside. You need to do what? Find the company of this juice. Ask them, okay, I'm from this place, but I'm studying in India. I want to become you guys your ambassador in my country, right? They will say, okay, no problem. What you need to do as a, publicity, advertisement. They will give you some few amount, and also they will give you some brochure and catalog. You will be doing what? Just the post. Once you post your country, people, they will see, they will ask you. When they ask you, you will contact the company who manufactured. When the company will get the customer, you are giving the person also the product. You will be between, the company will give you some amount, and the person who is getting also will give you some amount. You are doing business while you are studying. Right?
Okay.
This is a very easier way. So when you get that amount, you can invest anywhere, any place you want it in the world.
Wow. I'm impressed. You're not? I'm impressed. I was very serious as if I'm in a what? Medical class. I'm like, dude.
I got it, yeah.
So to finalize this episode, we have what we call the Pitmas Arena. Postcard to you are upcoming, so it's like a letter to your future self, okay? So tell your future self one thing that you want to tell them.
Actually, just wanted to tell everybody in this public and also you guys as well. People have to trust themselves and be confident. In life, whatever thing you want to do, if you have confidence, you trust yourself, and you believe the goal, you will succeed. There is no way. Nobody has designed to be poor. The poverty is not for anybody. You have to trust yourself, one, be confident, trust God. Pray whatever prayer you are doing, you are Christian, you are Muslim, you are, Hinduism, you are whatever thing you are, but trust your belief, what you believe, and be confident, whatever thing you are doing. So if you want to do something, put your mind first. I'm going to do this thing and it's going to work. Never feel negative in your life. The negativity will come as surprise. So on that case, you will succeed anything you will start in this life. That is what I can tell.
I'm inspired.
You know? That
So
is it.
this is Life 101 with your usual host Doll, and today, as I said, we had a special guest in the house called
Abdoulaye Kouma.
from Mali.
Rapido.
Ige says he spit a lot of sense into us. Like seriously, he got me thinking. I've never been this attentive even in class, bro. I was like here, minding whatever you were saying. It was so.
Thank you so much.
So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Don't hate, subscribe. Yes, we love you.
Thank you so much.